Good afternoon, Lieutenant Governor Janine Hampton, State Senator Jimmy Hinkton, Senator Rand Pauls A. Robert Augustine, City Administrator John Thomas, Superintendent Laura Schlosser, veterans, invited guests, and my fellow Marion County High School students. I'm Cadet Shelby Bishop, and I'll be your MC for today's ceremony. Welcome to the 2019 Marion County High School Veterans Day ceremony. At this time, will everyone please rise and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Cadet Jody Coop, the posting of the colors by the Marion County High School JROTC, and the invocation by Cadet Avery Ward.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Dear Lord, we are gathered here today to honor our veterans, both currently and formerly serving. We ask that you watch over all these overseas and protect them in their services. We ask that you help mend those who served and return home less than whole, and keep those who didn't make it home in your embrace. Keep their families safe and in your heart until they see their loved ones again. Amen.
Please be seated. We would like to recognize all veterans according to their branch of service. When you hear your anthem, please rise to be recognized. The United States Coast Guard. Please welcome Lieutenant Governor Janine Hampton for opening remarks.
Thank you and good afternoon. I love this time of year. It's truly a pleasure to come to the schools who are celebrating our veterans and the men and women who have served our nation. It's a wonderful time of year. But you know what? One day a year is not enough. It truly isn't. You know, we talk about service to our nation. We talk about service and what that means. And for those of you who've served, thank you. I thank you for your service. A special thank you to the Vietnam vets and a welcome home to you. I know you deserve better than you got, so if you're a Vietnam vet, see me afterwards. I owe you a proper hug and a welcome home. But those of us who've served in the military have often borne a true sacrifice. You may be away from your family for extended periods of time. You may miss Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays, when your child took their first step or said their first word. It is truly a sacrifice, but it is one that is worth it. Let me tell you really quickly about a Vietnam vet who was near and dear to my heart. Someone I learned about back in 1985 when I was going through officer training school, and he was an Air Force pilot who was shot down over Vietnam, Captain Lance P. Saijan, S-I-J-A-N. I urge you to go look up his story. He was shot down and over the jungles, and he was severely injured, so severely injured he couldn't walk. And he dragged himself through the jungle for 3 miles, evading capture for 40 days. And he was captured, he escaped, he was recaptured, and he eventually died in captivity of his injuries. And the only reason we know his story is because other prisoners of war who were in captivity with him, who were eventually liberated, told his story. And when they described Captain Saijan, they described him as being obsessed with freedom. And I love that phrase. I want all of you to be obsessed with freedom and know what that means. You should know, as you study history, that freedom is a rare occurrence in the history of the world, because most of the world's history is filled with dictators and kings and queens and lots of top-down government telling you what you should do or what you can't do. And the system we have here in the United States is a rarity. Based on our United States Constitution, which was put into place after much debate. And it's not perfect, but it's the best system in the world, and it codifies the freedom that we are granted by Almighty God. Our freedom does not come from man. And every one of us who have served in the military, we took an oath to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It didn't matter when you went in, what era you served. It didn't matter what job you did. Your job was important, no matter how small you think it was. You helped the United States of America meet its mission, and you helped maintain a level of freedom that we have in this nation. A freedom that today we have freedom of speech, freedom to bear arms, and other freedoms that are so critical. And so I would say to the students here, first of all, thank you for having this program and honoring these men and women who served in the military. But the best way you can honor them is be obsessed with freedom. Earn their sacrifice by the way you live your lives. And if you do that every day, thank a veteran. Maybe you may not see a veteran every day, but thank them. The best way you can thank them is just to be obsessed with freedom. So I thank you all for being here today. It's just an honor to be here to serve. I have served Kentucky the past 4 years. As many of you know, my term is ending in early December, but it has truly been a pleasure to serve, in addition to serving in the United States Air Force, but to serve in elected capacity. It's been an honor, but it's really, truly an honor to be here with all of you here today. Thank you for your service. Vietnam vets, welcome home. Thank you all. I pray for you that your journey, during your journey, you will have the level of freedom that the rest of us fought to maintain for you all. So God bless you all on your journey. God bless the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you. Please welcome your State Senator Jimmy Higgin for opening remarks.
Thank you. What an honor it is to be here today. The first order of business is thank you to every veteran here. Thank you for your service. And I know we've had some round of applause already, but it was dark when you stood up. So with all the veterans, would you please stand? And students, would you please help me show our appreciation to all these veterans? Again, what an honor it is to be here today. And Jack Smith and your wife Kathy, thank you for being here today and all the work that goes into the Vietnam Memorial that you travel across the state. Thank you for that. Junior ROTC, JROTC from Marion County High School. What an awesome job you have done today, and how very proud I am of you. Thank you very much for all your efforts. And students, thank you for being here today. Where you sit, I once sat in those same bleachers, and I'm a very proud alumni of Marion County High School. In fact, the 2020 class, you'll be the 50th graduating class in Marion County High School. In the 2021 class, our 50th anniversary of the first graduating class will be celebrated. So it's really great that you're here today to honor these veterans and to understand how important Veterans Day is, that we honor those who have served and honor them with events like this, because we can't ever forget what they've done for us. And also, I wanted to explain to you Veterans Day and Memorial Day. A lot of people get those confused. Veterans Day is the day that we're here and across America today, and November the 11th, the day that's set aside as Veterans Day. And I agree with Lieutenant Governor, every day should be Veterans Day. But across the country, 18 million veterans have served our country. And in Kentucky, over 300,000 veterans living today in Kentucky have served. And we just want to take that time to thank them, and thank you all for understanding that. But we have Veterans Day, and we also have Memorial Day. A lot of people get confused. Veterans Day is to honor our veterans. Memorial Day is to honor those who have gave that last full measure. They have given their life in defense of their country. And I want to make a little point today so students understand. We recently, in 2005, I stood on the House floor and recognized a young man from Marion County who was killed in Iraq. And Adam Hughes, and you've probably seen his name out on the bypass. It's Adam Hughes Memorial Highway. And Adam was a student here at Marion County High School. He graduated in 2002 and was killed in Iraq in 2005. And he was also a member of the Junior ROTC program here at Marion County High School. So we need to remember those who have gave that last full measure of devotion to it. They gave their life in defense of our country. And so it's important to remember both events, Veterans Day to thank all those veterans who have served, and Memorial Day to remember those who have given their lives in defense of our country. So thank you for allowing me to be here today. And God bless America, and God bless each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you.